Hello my fellow smug ones. Well, it looks like TV licensing are now trying out a new tactic. Confusion. Let's begin. Okay, I'd just like to say a massive thank you to both Dee and Simon for sending these letters in. They both live in different parts of the country but received the same letter. Okay, let's get into this. Now, what would you think if you saw this envelope land on your map? It's no TV licensing logo or anything like that. It's just a plain brown envelope. All there is just a cutout which says your IN0100A18. And you might think the same thing I did when I saw my girlfriend on the dating site. And that is, what the bloody hell is that? But, I'm dead mad when she sees this video, but it looks like they've actually got wise to people seeing their logo on the envelope and probably just shredding the letters. So they've put this on them to probably make people think that it's something to do with their national insurance because it says IN instead of NI or something like that, and actually make them want to open the envelope. Now let's get into this letter. Okay, now on the top right hand side you can see their logo, so they can say to themselves, yes, we got you to open the letter, haha! But I'm sorry TV license, and that's probably all you'll get us to do. Below that you can see it says your status, and this time they've run out of red ink. They are using, it may look like black on the camera, but it's actually green bold ink, unlicensed, to let you know that you currently don't have a license. The date, October 2021, and below that, a reference number which may or may not be made up. Now, over the other side, you can see it says the legal occupier, which means they probably haven't got a clue who actually lives there. And below that is that thing we saw earlier on, that code. Let's try and break this up and see what it could actually mean, shall we? Because it does look a bit scary like that, doesn't it? Covering all the way across the letter. You're in. Oh, you're in. Then 01, so that's probably the first time they sent you this letter. Then 00A, or like you're a bad back. 18 is probably the date they sent it, or made up the code. Very sneaky TV licensing, but you won't get it past me, although there is a chance that it could actually mean something entirely different. Anyway, dear legal occupier, that's Mr. Legal Occupier, thank you very much. An IN, or your in code, has been issued against your address. We use it to target unlicensed homes like yours that require a visit from TV licensing enforcement officers. I don't require any visit from them, thank you very much. Although that paragraph there may actually sound quite frightening to a lot of people, because anything issued against your house is never usually a good thing, is it? And under that in bold, so they really want to make sure that you know that they mean business here, I'm guessing. This letter is formal notification that your details, which of course they don't actually have because all they've addressed it to is the legal occupier, so they haven't got a clue who lives there. In fact, all they've got is the address, which of course anyone can get by walking down the street, can't they? Have now been passed to our Stoke enforcement team, and the other one says it's the Newcastle enforcement team. And you could be visited at any time of the day or evening, weekdays or weekends. I wonder if that includes Christmas coming up. Maybe, who knows? That certainly would be a good Halloween costume for them to wear, wouldn't it? Anyway, in bold green letters again, we need to check you are not breaking the law. Well, no you don't actually. I think I can check for myself if I'm breaking the law or not, because I know what the law is and I don't need you to tell me what the law is. Thank you very much. It is a criminal offence to watch or record TV programmes on any channel or device, or download or watch BBC programmes on iPlayer without being covered by a TV licence. Yeah, I know that. Then we've got a big green box and it says you could face prosecution with one of those little asterisks which says, in Scotland, Scottish criminal law applies. A report will be sent to the Procurator Fiscal, who will decide on prosecution. That's nice of them, isn't it? And financial penalties if enforcement officers find evidence of illegal TV viewing, which to be honest I'm guessing they'll find it quite hard to do because you don't legally have to allow them into your house. They've got about as much power as a pizza delivery boy. You could be interviewed under caution in accordance with national criminal law, which could lead to prosecution. And it says again, the maximum penalty for a criminal conviction is a £1,000 fine. And yes, the maximum. I have heard that the usual penalty is around £170, which is a little bit more than the normal TV licence, isn't it? Plus any legal costs and /or compensation that you may be ordered to pay, which I'm guessing is probably the TV licence. But the whole way this letter is written is just completely disgraceful, isn't it? Bombarding you, it seems, with threats and punishments for this, punishments for that. And if you're not actually watching or recording live TV or using BBC iPlayer, then you're doing nothing wrong by not having a TV licence. But the way this letter reads so far, it seems like they appear to think that everyone must of course be watching live TV and using their BBC iPlayer because it's so wonderful, I'm guessing, when in fact I don't think it is, and I'm sure a lot of other people don't think it is either. And below that, in big green bold letters, to stop this visit, from the Stoke enforcement team, which is scary, but not quite as scary as the Newcastle one, maybe. Oh, you can buy a TV license at, and it gives the web address, or you can call this number. Though personally, I'd only call it to cancel the TV license myself. Now, I think this next part is really bad because it says payments start from £6 a week. And usually people put from as the lowest amount, don't they? But this is the highest amount. The TV license usually costs £13 odd a month, doesn't it? But this £6 a week would actually end up to cost £24 a month. So how can that be from £6 a week? Surely it should be from £13 a month. Then it says, see reverse for more details about your payment options. Then it says, or you can move an existing license. So even people with TV licenses who have moved house are getting this same letter. So says, you may be breaking the law here. £1,000 fine there, and they actually may already have a TV license and just not had the chance to move it from their current address. Or the very last option, you can tell us you don't need a TV license, which apparently quite a lot of people are in fact doing. To stop this enforcement visit to your home and change the status of your probably made up code, you need to, in big bold capital letters, act now. And that last sentence is purely there probably to cause panic because you need to do it right now at this moment, it seems. And they shouldn't be allowed to get away with that, in my opinion. Yours faithfully, Jane Jeffers, Enforcement Manager of Stoke, and of course on the other one it says Colin Bright from Newcastle. Both of which are names we've heard before, and both of which seem to go across all different parts of the country at all different times. Well, nice try TV licensing, but I'm sorry, your letter just doesn't scare me, and it won't scare a lot of other people either. And for you to employ this tactic of seeming to want to frighten people into doing things is just disgraceful. And in fact, if it was any other company, then you'd be on Watchdog. BBC Watchdog, that is. YouTube's algorithm thinks you'd like to see one of these videos next, so let me know if it's right.